What if your future wealth wasn't built by working harder, but by doing almost nothing at all and letting time do the work? Albert Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. Some people use it to build generational wealth, while others unknowingly let it trap them in endless debt. That force is compounding. And today, I'll show you exactly how it works with simple stories and examples you'll never forget. This isn't just about numbers, it's about how small choices today can create life-changing results tomorrow. By the end of this video, you'll know how to make compounding work for you, how to avoid letting it work against you, and how to apply it to grow your wealth step by step. So grab a notepad, because this lesson can literally change the way you think about money. So what is compounding? Compounding is basically growth on top of growth. Imagine a snowball so small you can barely see it, rolling down a hill. At first it's small, but with each roll it gathers more snow, and that extra snow also gathers more snow. Over time, the ball grows huge, and now fast forward 20 years, it's bigger than your house. That's exactly how compounding works with money. At first, your investment earns interest only on the amount you put in. But with compounding, you also start earning interest on the interest. It's money growing on top of money, creating exponential growth over time. Here's a simple trick called the Rule of 72. If you want to know how long it takes for your money to double, just divide 72 by your annual rate of return. So, if your investments grow at 8% per year, 72 divided by 8 equals about 9 years. That means your money doubles roughly every 9 years. Now imagine a higher return like 12%. That means your money doubles every 6 years. Pretty exciting, right? Let's make this real. Suppose Alex starts investing $200 a month at age 22. He sticks with it until he's 32, then stops completely. Meanwhile, his friend Ben waits until age 32 to start investing, but he invests $200 a month all the way until retirement at 65. Who ends up with more money? Surprisingly, it's Alex. Alex ends up with over $350,000. Ben? About $300,000, even after tripling the total investment. That's the cost of waiting, even though Alex only invested for 10 years while Ben invested for more than 30. Why? Because Alex gave compounding more time. That's the magic. The earlier you start, the less you actually need to put in to see incredible growth. But compounding isn't always your friend. There's a dark side as well. Think about credit card debt. If you owe $5,000 on a card charging 20% interest and only make minimum payments, that debt doesn't shrink, it grows. Over time, you can end up paying more in interest than the original debt itself. A $5,000 credit card balance at 20% could quietly grow into over $25,000 if ignored for a few years. So remember, compounding can either build your wealth or bury you in debt. Which side you're on depends on your choices. There's one more factor most people forget: inflation. It works quietly in the background, eating away at the value of your money. For example, in the 80s, it was $3 for a movie. 90s, $5. 2000s, $9. Today, $12 to $15. That's inflation, and it's been compounding against you your whole life. So if your investments aren't growing faster than inflation, you're actually losing money in real terms. This is why letting cash sit under the mattress or even in a low-interest savings account can be dangerous in the long run.
Let's say someone pitches you this amazing deal. Invest $24,000 over 6 years, and in 20 years, you'll get back $500,000. Sounds like a dream, right? But when you run the math, the actual return is only about 7 to 8% per year. That's not bad, but when you factor in inflation, the real value of that money shrinks. It's not the golden ticket it first appeared to be. This is why understanding compounding matters. You can look past the shiny sales pitch and see the truth behind the numbers. Next time someone offers you a guaranteed return, pull out your calculator, or better yet, send them this video.
Now, let's talk about stockbrokers. Many new investors are offered free resources: daily stock tips, guides, even invites to try day trading. The catch: brokers earn money from your trades, whether you win or lose. Day trading looks exciting because it promises fast results. But here's the reality. Studies show most day traders actually lose money. Why? Because compounding doesn't work when you're constantly buying and selling. Compounding needs patience, not panic. Think of it like planting a tree. If you keep digging it up every week to check its roots, it will never grow. The same goes for your money.
Another reason people fall into these traps is because schools don't really teach financial literacy. You learn history, algebra, and maybe chemistry, but how often you hear about credit cards, mortgages, or compounding interest? Isn't it odd? You were taught how to dissect a frog, but not how to dissect your first credit card bill. That gap in education leaves many people vulnerable to flashy products, quick win promises, and debt traps. And the ones who profit most from this lack of knowledge? Banks, lenders, and brokers. So let me ask you, are you letting your tree grow, or are you chopping it down too soon? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to know where you think you stand right now. All right, now that we know what compounding is and why many people ignore it, let's talk about how you can use it to your advantage. The first rule is simple. Compounding loves time. The earlier you start, the more dramatic the effect. Even small amounts can turn into life-changing sums if you give them enough years to grow. Picture two friends, Alex and Sam. At age 25, Alex starts investing just $200 a month. Sam decides to wait. He figures he'll start later when he has more money. By age 35, Alex has already invested for 10 years and then stops, never adding another dollar. Sam finally starts at 35 and invests the same $200 a month all the way until retirement at 65. Here's the twist. Despite investing far less money overall, Alex ends up with more wealth than Sam. Why? Because Alex gave compounding 10 extra years to work its magic. Time beats timing.
Of course, where you put your money also matters. Compounding doesn't protect you if you bet everything on a single stock that goes bankrupt. That's where diversification comes in. Spread your investments across different companies, industries, or even asset classes. Think of it like planting an entire garden instead of just one tree. Even if a few plants don't survive, others will grow strong and carry your wealth forward. So now, don't bet it all on the next crypto moonshot. Let your money grow like a forest. Some trees fall, but the forest survives. Two strategies that work hand in hand with compounding are value investing and growth investing. Value investing means buying companies that are undervalued and holding them long term. Growth investing means choosing companies that are expanding quickly and riding that wave over time. Both approaches rely on patience. You're not trying to get rich tomorrow, you're building a future where your money works harder than you do. Here's the key takeaway. Compounding is not linear, it's exponential. That's why the results look small at first, then suddenly explode after years of consistency. It's like pushing a snowball down a hill. At the top, it's tiny, but as it rolls, it picks up more snow, gets bigger, and moves faster. By the time it reaches the bottom, it's unstoppable. That's exactly what happens when you invest early, stay consistent, and let compounding do the heavy lifting. So, compounding can be your greatest ally or your biggest enemy. Use it wisely in investments and it will grow your wealth. Ignore it and inflation or debt will quietly work against you. Remember the snowball at the top of the hill? You're at the top right now. What you do next decides if it rolls or melts. If this video gave you a fresh perspective, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss future lessons on mastering money. And tell me in the comments, are you already investing and letting compounding work for you, or are you just getting started?